Pause everything for a second and listen. Not to my words, but to that quiet voice deep inside you, the one that's been whispering for years. You're letting your life slip away. I know that hits hard, but this isn't a gentle message. This isn't a warm, fuzzy inspiration clip. This is a reality check for you, your time, and your destiny. Let me ask you this. How many goals have you pushed aside? How often have you said, "I'll begin tomorrow"? How many years have you been trapped in the same loop, swiping, waiting, hoping, lamenting? You keep promising you'll transform someday. But what if I told you that someday never arrives? Because you don't have the time you think you do. Here's the raw truth. Time doesn't vanish in one big chunk. It drips away silently. 10 minutes on your screen, 30 minutes lost in worry, an entire day wasted. Bit by bit, your future is eroded, and you barely notice. You don't suddenly lose your life overnight. You lose it gradually, in ease, in distraction, in hesitation. Then one morning, you'll wake up and see you're no longer young. You're not unbound. You're not where you dreamed you'd be. And the worst part, no one else will bear the blame but you. So today, I'm not here to cheer you up. I'm here to deliver the unfiltered truth, a truth most dodge until it's too late. You have no time to squander, no time for doubt, no time for justifications, and no time for a life you don't even enjoy. In this message, I'm sharing 30 ironclad rules, not suggestions, not shortcuts. Rules you must embrace before your time runs dry. Each one is a lesson I wish I'd heard sooner. Each is crafted to forge your mind, your integrity, your path, and your liberty. Stick with me to the end, and I guarantee you won't be the same person you are now. You'll leave with a spark in your soul and focus in your thoughts. This is also great for your English, clear words, real-world stories, and life-changing insights you'll carry forever. Let's dive in. Rule 1. Prioritize strategy over sweat. Most people are hectic, but being hectic isn't the same as being effective. You can labor 10 hours daily and still be stuck. You can chase your tail for decades and end up nowhere if you don't master strategic effort. Strategic effort means pinpointing what truly advances you. It's about outcomes, not exertion. It's about creating frameworks, not just habits. Picture two lumberjacks. One hacked away relentlessly. The other stopped hourly to hone his blade. By dusk, the second had felled more trees with less strain. Effort is vital, but strategy is what turns labor into progress. Live by this rule. Stop grinding aimlessly. Work with focus, with intent, with direction. Rule 2. Trust in your resolve. Your body may be weary, your calendar may be packed, your spirit may be bruised, but with unbreakable resolve, you'll keep pushing. Most quit not because they're frail, but because they never trained their mind to resist. Resolve is doing what must be done, even when you're uninspired. It's showing up when no one sees. It's finishing when others walk away. Take a student who bombed her first test. Her peers mocked her, her professor doubted her. Yet every night, she studied while others rested. She didn't lean on gifts, she leaned on grit. 2 years later, she led her class. Live by this rule. Trust your resolve. It's what will guide you through every tempest. Rule 3. Be a creator, not a spectator. The world splits into two: those who build and those who browse. Most spend their lives absorbing, watching, learning, critiquing, reacting. But those who craft something, a brand, a venture, a talent, a narrative, those are the ones who shape tomorrow. Absorbing is simple, creating is tough. One numbs you, the other empowers you. There was a teen hooked on video clips. He binged inspiration daily, but never acted. One day, he decided, instead of watching for an hour, I'll build for an hour. He launched a blog, then a podcast, then a company. That choice rewrote his future. Live by this rule. Stop envying others' dreams. Start shaping yours. Rule 4. Never gossip about others. This is one of the most toxic habits people fall into, yet it's so common. Speaking ill of someone absent seems minor. It might feel trivial, but here's the reality. Every time you badmouth someone who isn't there, you're eroding your own integrity, not theirs. Small minds discuss people, great minds discuss ideas. Gossiping signals you lack the bravery to confront someone directly, so you whisper in their absence. It may feel empowering briefly, but over time, it builds a reputation that shatters trust. Picture a college student. She was sweet to everyone's face, always cheerful, but privately, she criticized her friends, classmates, even her kin. One day, someone recorded her secretly. That clip spread in a group chat. Within a day, her truth was exposed. She lost every friend. She wasn't the clever one anymore. She was the one no one trusted. Your words plant seeds, sow negativity, and that's what surrounds you. By this rule, if you must speak, say it face to face. If you can't, stay silent. This isn't just about compassion. It's about discipline, honor, and crafting a character others rely on even when you're gone. Rule 5. Embrace errors. Fail upward. Most dread mistakes. They fear, if I stumble, they'll mock me, I'll be judged. I'll look foolish, so they don't try. They hesitate. They overanalyze. They play it safe. But here's the truth. Growth comes from falling. You rise only after hitting rock bottom. You strengthen by breaking and rebuilding. Errors aren't FOs. They're the road. Every icon you admire, every tycoon, every champion, every visionary succeeded not by dodging mistakes, but by making more. Take a man who launched a startup. It crashed, draining his savings, leaving him humiliated. His peers urged him to get a real job. He didn't stop. He tried again, failed again, but each time, he gained insight. On his 5th attempt, he built a firm employing over 300. See the difference? The ordinary fail once and quit. The extraordinary fail 10 times and rise stronger. Live by this rule. Make mistakes, but don't repeat them. Fail forward, not backward. Use every stumble as fuel, because the only true error is never beginning. Rule 6. Master one task at a time. Today, people flaunt busyness like a trophy. They juggle endlessly, scrolling while studying, texting while working, starting 5 tasks and finishing none. They feel accomplished, but they're stagnant. Here's the reality. Multitasking destroys depth, and depth is where triumph resides. Focus on 10 things, and you excel at none. Focus on one with total commitment, and you become formidable. You progress faster, learn richer, build true expertise. Picture a student prepping for exams. His friend also studied but juggled making videos, answering texts, and running a side gig. The focused student dove deep into one topic daily. The scattered student tackled 5 subjects at once, never completing any fully. When results arrived, the focused student excelled. The multitasker flopped. Not because one was brighter, but because one devoted his mind to one aim. That's strength. Live by this rule. Pick your one task and pour everything into it. Silence distractions. Sharpen your mind like a blade, not a lantern. Watch how swiftly you advance compared to those still busy achieving nothing. Rule 7. Don't aim to be the greatest. Aim to be unique. This is one of the most transformative mindset shifts you'll ever adopt. Everyone strives to be the top student, the top orator, the top worker. But here's the reality. The world doesn't crown the greatest. It celebrates the distinct, the one who offers something rare, the one who's unforgettable. Chasing better keeps you running after others, but chasing different carves a path only you can tread. Imagine hundreds of musicians vying for fame. All were gifted, all were diligent, but one changed the rules. He didn't mimic others. He blended jazz with hip-hop, dressed uniquely, performed uniquely, and went viral. Why? Not because he was the greatest vocalist, but because he was the only one doing his thing. Live by this rule. Stop imitating. Stop measuring. Find your voice. Don't ask, how can I outdo them? Ask, how can I create what they can't replicate? You hold something unseen, but you'll never uncover it by trying to be someone else. Rule 8. If you dislike something, transform it. Most endure what they loathe, the job they dread, a body they're ashamed of, a mindset that breeds stress, a routine that exhausts them, yet they repeat the same life daily. Why? Because change feels daunting, and grumbling feels simpler. But here's the reality. You don't have to relive the same day endlessly. You're not rooted like a tree. If something in your life dissatisfies you, summon the courage to shift it. Yes, change is tough. Yes, it takes time. But living with regret, frustration, and powerlessness is tougher. Picture a factory running machines non-stop. One machine churned out faulty parts hourly. Instead of repairing it, workers discarded the defects and kept it running. Daily, they lost more profit. Weekly, the issue worsened. One day, the machine broke entirely, costing more to fix than it would have. See the lesson? Ignoring a flaw doesn't mend it. Complaining doesn't mend it. You mend it by seizing control, whether it's your habits, bonds, mindset, or future. If it stings, shift it. Live by this rule. Stop accepting less. If it saps you, shift it. If it slows you, shift it. If it steals your calm, shift it. Time is ticking, and you get one life. Don't waste it as a version of yourself you don't even respect. Rule 9. Always honor your elders. Respect isn't reserved for the flawless. It reflects your character, not their actions. Today, many equate loudness with strength. They interrupt their parents. They scoff at older people. They dismiss guidance. But here's the reality. You'll grow old one day. Your vigor will fade. You'll crave someone to hear, guide, or understand you. When that day comes, how you treated your elders will echo back. Respect isn't about agreeing. You don't need to nod to every word they say, but never disregard their journey. They've endured wars, hardship, grief, survival, sacrifice, often for your better life. In Korea, young people nod to elders they pass, even strangers, even without words. Why? They believe every elder carries a lifetime of trials, wisdom, effort, and pain. In that culture, honoring age isn't mere courtesy, it's power. It shows humility. It shows you grasp the weight of legacy. Live by this rule. Never shout at those who raised you. Never drown out those who spoke for you when you couldn't. One day, you'll wish they were still here. Rule 10. Be present, not glued to your device. This may be our generation's deadliest trap. You move through life, but you're not truly here. Your body's in the moment, but your mind's lost in pixels. You're at a meal, but scrolling. You're at a sunrise, but snapping photos. You're with loved ones, but checking alerts. You're alive, but not living. Here's the stark truth. You won't recall the likes. You won't recall the posts. You won't recall the comments. But you'll recall your father's grin, your sister's laughter, the quiet walks with your mother, the deep talks with your closest friend, the pulse of real life, not digital static. A study asked people on their deathbeds about regrets. Did they wish for more screen time? More followers? No, they mourned the moments they missed with those they cherished, thinking they had endless time. But one day, a voice will fade, a presence will vanish. You'll wish you'd been there while they were still near. Live by this rule. Your device is a tool, not your existence. Use it to grow, to learn. But don't let it rob your reality. Moments don't return once they're gone. Rule 11. Cover the tab when you can. This isn't about wealth or flaunting. It's about generosity, gratitude, and quietly saying, you matter. In a world obsessed with splitting checks, tracking who paid what, rise above it. If you can afford it, settle it. Even if it's just coffee, even if it's a small bite. That gesture speaks louder than words about your character. Picture a merchant who always covered the tab when meeting others, not because he was wealthy, but because he valued making people feel appreciated. Years later, a man he once treated became a company leader. That man recalled the tea offered and sealed $1 million contract. Covering the tab isn't losing cash. It's earning respect. It's practicing humility. It's declaring, I live in plenty, not scarcity. Live by this rule. Don't bicker over pennies. Don't tally every dime. If you can pay, do it. Not for praise, but for principle. Generosity always returns in ways you can't predict. Rule 12. Say no when you're unready. Most struggle not from saying yes to bad things, but from fearing to say no. You agree to plans you don't want. to people who don't value you, to tasks you're not prepared for. To demands that clash with your principles. Every yes against your heart's no betrays you. But here's the reality: you're allowed to say no. You're allowed to guard your energy. You're allowed to choose peace over pressure. Saying no isn't weakness. It's power. It's wisdom. It's the first step to a life that honors your rhythm. A young artist was offered a major project, but her gut screamed she wasn't ready. The timeline was tight. The goal was vague. She said yes anyway, fearing she'd let them down. The result? She burned out. The work faltered. Her well-being crumbled. She learned saying yes from fear is riskier than saying no with confidence. Live by this rule: if you're unready, say no. If it feels off, say no. If it doesn't lift you, say no. Every no to the wrong opens a yes to the right. Rule 13. Grow from those who challenge your views. Today, we're told to block dissenters. Mute them, unfriend them. If someone disagrees, cut ties. But here's the reality: growth doesn't sprout from those who echo you. It blooms from those who push you to think harder. The sharpest minds aren't those always feeling right. They're the ones staying open, inquisitive, steady amid disagreement. Dissenters aren't FOs. They're mirrors. They reveal your beliefs and, crucially, why you hold them. A researcher shared a bold idea at a summit. Another expert publicly objected. The room tensed, expecting conflict, but the researcher smiled and said, "Thank you. If I'm mistaken, I'd rather know now than waste years." That's wisdom. That's growth. Live by this rule.